Come. Beckett. Andy. Hey man, good to see you. What's up with your face?
I have AIDS.
Okay. I'm sorry.
It's okay. Can I sit down?
Yeah, go ahead.
You baby.
Yeah, a week old.
Congratulations.
Thanks, Beckett. Beautiful baby girl.
Kids are great.
Yeah. Anyway, man, what can I do for you? Kind of busy, you know?
I was fired by Wyatt Wheeler. I plan on bringing a wrongful termination suit against Charles Wheeler and his partners.
You want to sue Wyatt, Wheeler, Hellerman, Tetlow, and Brown?
That is correct. I'm seeking representation.
Okay. Continue.
I misplaced an important file. That's their story. Want to hear mine?
How many lawyers you go through for coming to me?
9.
Okay, go ahead.
I was diagnosed with AIDS 8 months ago during a bout of pneumonia. I recovered quickly and I was back at work in 10 days. Seeing as I was doing so well in the AZTs, we decided against telling anyone about it.
You say, we?
My lover and I.
Your lover?
Miguel Alvarez. We've lived together for 9 years.
Okay, continue.
I dove right back into it. Everything was fine. And then the lesion started. First on my leg, then my forearm, my back, then my face. For a short period, I avoided the office during the day, waiting for the chemotherapy to clear up the lesions. But I never let anything slide. I made all my calls from home. I worked 16-hour days on a complaint for a $350 million copyright infringement suit. But the day the complaint was due, it disappeared, erased from my computer. The next morning, I called to the office for a meeting with the manager.
Sit down, Andy. Thanks for coming in.
Of course.
Andy, before we begin, I'd just like to say everyone in this room is your friend.
I know that, Charles.
More than friends, family.
Charles, I must apologize again for the Kronos file. It was a mad few days around here, but I'm just glad the complaint was found and no damage was done.
This time? What about next time?
There won't be a next time, I guarantee it.
Andy, it seems that you've, something's come over you lately. A kind of stupor, a fogginess, a lack of focus.
Some people say you have an attitude problem, Beckett.
Really? Who thinks that, sir?
I do.
I wasn't aware that was an area of concern, but hey, I'll get right on it.
We've been talking it over, Andy. Your future, that is. And we feel that, seeing we've got so much respect for you, we'd better be honest with you.
Excuse me, sir. Am I being fired?
Let's put it this way, Andy. Your place in the future of this firm is no longer secure. We don't think it's fair to keep you here when your future is limited. Now, I'm sorry about having to rush out,
We've got a committee meeting.
Excuse me, Charles, but this is preposterous. As if we're talking about somebody else. Upon the lack of humility, but I got the distinct impression that I was a rising star around here. And I don't think that was just my imagination. I also feel like I deserve an explanation, Charles.
Oh, you're right, Beckett. You really don't have an attitude problem, do you?
Take it easy, Walter.
If you lost confidence in me, why did you give me the Kronos file?
I hoped the challenge would improve your performance. Let's say it was a carrot.
A carrot? As in the vegetable?
Andy, it ain't a blew the case, for God's sake. That alone is inexcusable. It could have been catastrophic for us. Put yourself in our shoes, Andy. There's no going back from a mistake like that, regardless of who you are. I'm sorry, Andy.
Oh. Okay. I see.
Okay, Andy. Explain to me like I'm a 2-year-old. Because there's an element of this that's not getting through to me. Didn't you have an obligation? Did you not have an obligation to explain to your employers that you had this dreaded, deadly, infectious disease, didn't you?
The law says that people with disabilities cannot be terminated so long as they perform the duties required by their position.
Okay. They discover that you have this disgusting terminal illness. And they, for a number of valid reasons, they panic, man. They panic out of fear for themselves, for their families. Hey, you know, it may just be this homo angle. But the bottom line is panic. Maybe they don't want to rub elbows with some acne-ridden individual who's just come out of the closet. You know, let's tell it like it is. And how do they explain your status to the clients, for heaven's sake, Andy? Come on.
Joe, from the day I arrived to the day they fired me, I performed consistently, thoroughly, and with absolute excellence. And if they hadn't fired me, that's what I'd be doing today.
Okay. They want you out. They want you gone. So, it's against the law to fire you because you got AIDS, yeah? So they make you look inadequate. Which leads us to the mysterious file, the missing file.
They sabotaged me.
I knew you were going to say that. I don't buy it. I just don't see a case.
I have a case. If you don't want to take it for personal reasons.
That's correct, Andy. That's correct, I don't.
Thanks for your time.
Becca, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for what's happened to you, man. It's a damn shame. It's a damn shame.
Ain't no angel gonna greet me